purchased a new tire crushing line, which has the capacity of 1,000 to 2,000 tons per hour. Prior to this, we had a crushing line that has the capacity of 200 kg per hour.
With the arrival on December 6, 2022, we offloaded the equipment with the use of a 50 tons crane and a 30 tons Yhello. So these two heavy equipment were used in offloading this equipment that same day.
And give God all the glories that all those material were successfully evacuated from the container without any damage to single one. And after the evacuation, we moved them inside the factory and we commenced the installation on the 5th of December 2022.
The existing factory floor is still the same place. The new equipment is to be used. So we proceeded to technical floor markings. They are actually sampled out the spaces that each of the components will be working from. So after the floor markings, we proceeded to civil works. So according to the installation manuals and of the OEM, all areas that needed to be dug were dug, and one of the critical points, one of the critical components that will be working on a raised platform or a dug pit is the 19-ton crusher.
And we finished that. Then we have to leave it for about 7 to 15 days for it to cure properly. So the pit and the foundation which we dug was one for the crusher base, and the second was for the vibrator, then the other remaining two for the conveyors.
Initially, we have a machine that we are using that we use up to 3 years. That one is 8R250. That one can crush a tire, 250 tire per hour. That is the capacity. Due to some challenges, especially in order to meet up with customers' order, we had to decommission that machine. And the machine was decommissioned mid-November.
So upon that, we engaged several engineering companies who we felt they could actually render their services regarding the installation of the equipment.
So that was done 2 weeks to the end of 2022. So let's say from December 21 all through December 31st. And after that, all through that period was the casting and the curing period, after which the 19 tons crusher was placed on it on December 10. Yes, December 10, the equipment was placed, the 19 tons crusher was placed on it December 10.
For the ongoing project, the civil works there, we have a base for crusher, we have a base for vibrator, then we have pits for conveyors. So the base for crusher is 5.3 by 2.7, where we have the depth is 1.2 meters, and we did reinforced concrete for the base of crusher. We have a pit of 1.2 by 2 meter and 600 depth. The other pit is 1.4 by 1 meter with 0.25 meter depth. So the two pits are the one that will hold the two conveyors, one supplying the crusher while the one conveying the metal chips to the other end. While we have a vibrator base that will have that's where we place a vibrator, and that will be connected to the crusher. And the crusher base, that's the pint for it, and that's all we've been doing so far.
So when we successfully placed the crusher on the foundation base, we now proceeded to do the other mechanical installation, like installation of the vibration screen, the placement of the shredder, the placement of the cyclone, the placement of the super fine grinders, and all the other equipment as well. So far so good. I would say that we are at we are at 75% completion regarding the civil works and 75% completion regarding the mechanical installation. What we have pending is the electrical installation, the control and PLC system installation, then before we can now do the final commissioning. Based on our own projections, we are looking at second week of February, March, third week of February, before we can begin full-time operation and full-time production. Thank you.
So far so good. Like I've said earlier, we started the positioning of those machines from the rear because we want to maximize the space that we have to ensure that there is no lapses while we are doing the installation. That is why we started from the rear, and we want to at the same time comply with the OMI of the manufacturer of the equipment. So far so good. I think we can go to where we started the installation. I can mention the parts one by one. This is siding extractor machine. So the process starts from here. So this is one that will remove the siding on the tires. So after this one must have done its job, then there's another machine that will now cut the tire into pieces. This is tire cutting machine. It has a provision in the front where the tire is going to stay before it goes. This is the big crushing machine, rubber crushing machine. That is the length from here to here. Big vibrating table that carries the grinded material from the big rubber crushing machine to this pit. So there are two outlets. Some of the products will come out into this pit. Some will come out into this pit, while some will come out, the fine grinded will come out to this pit. So from this pit, there is a conveyor belt. This is the conveyor belt. So this conveyor belt has auxiliary. There is one that joins it here. I will show that one is somewhere because that one has magnetic separator. One magnetic separator, the other one here has two magnetic separators. So while it is going, the magnet will be removing the metal chips, while the material that we needed will be coming out from this channel. And as it's coming out from this channel, there is another conveyor that will carry it. So that conveyor that I have just shown now is going to be somewhere here. It's going to be here with the other two magnetic separators. So that one will come like this. It will come like this. So it will be dropping the material, the fine chrome rubber. There's another conveyor belt that we carry from here to the small. This is the big separator, this is the double separator, the magnetic separator I'm talking about. There is a magnet here. There is a magnet here that joins the other one that I've shown earlier. So as it is going, as I said, it will be dropping. It will be going like this. This magnet will now be magnetizing the metal chips for it not to escape into the crumbling rubber. So from here, there's another conveyor belt that will take it to that. This one is called a small vibrating spring. So from here, the material can be separated into three. So you can achieve three. 1 mm, 3 mm, and 5 mm. So now, should in case you want to super grind, super fine, this is another conveyor, it's spiral conveyor that will carry the material from here to that pocket. So this equipment will remove all the fibers from the machine. So under no circumstances that any fiber will escape. And on that place also, there is a process for fiber removal, because that is the essence of this machine here. If you want to achieve superfine material, these are the grinders. 1, 2, 3. Now we further grinded the material. So from here, this one will dispense to here, that one will dispense to that channel, that one will dispense to that channel for super fine. So after removing the fiber, there is a socket, there is a fan here that will bring this material here, from here to come here, then from here, this is another fan, this is another fan, that the material will now pass like this. These are part of the conveyor belt that I talked about over there. This big conveyor belt, this is the one that we carry cut tire and load it to the shredder. This one we shred it. And this is the vibrator that will be checking as the grinding machine is grinding. This one that we should. The conveyor belt that we carry the shredded tire from the shredding machine to the rubber crushing machine. So this is the conveyor belt. These are other conveyor belts. This is the one that we carry that material from the magnetic separator conveyor belt to that small vibrating spring. The final output. Here, if we want to take superfine material, if we need superfine material, this is where we are going to take it. There is a conveyor belt here. This is the conveyor belt. This is the conveyor machine. That one is going to be placed in front of that tunnel. Then this is the seal machine that as the material is coming from, if you are taking superfine from here, as the material is coming, there is a bag that is going to be positioned, sack that is going to be positioned here. So as it's coming, it will enter into the sewing machine. The sewing machine will now sew it. But before then, we have some scale that we will use to determine the actual kg